Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, we are going to be doing a what's for dinner for the week. As you can see now, I am doing my Instant Pot chicken. I make this ahead of time and use it for my recipes for the week. I just add chicken, some spices, some chicken bouillon, some water, and that's about it. And I use it for all my recipes for the week. So for today, we are going to be doing a chimichanga with kind of like Chuy's. If you guys have ever been there, they have this tomatillo sour cream sauce for their chimichangas, and it's amazing. So I made a chimichanga with some chicken and some cheese and some red onion, and I just am gonna roll it up here and then I will throw it in the fryer. Basically, I made my tomatillo salsa, and I am gonna add some sour cream to it and top it off, and that will be dinner for tonight. Hey everyone, so for tonight I'm going to be doing a mushroom and sun-dried tomato chicken pasta. It's going to have lots of cream and sauce and yumminess, and it is going to be so delicious. Right now I am just melting up some butter. I am going to be adding all the ingredients to one pan, and it is going to be amazing. I'm going to use some of that chicken from the night before, my Instant Pot chicken. I will do a video on that for you guys so that you know how I do that more in depth. And yeah, so for now we're just going to melt this butter up. I'm gonna end up adding some onions. I usually do shallots for this, but I only had red onions. So I'm gonna do some red onion and some garlic, and then I will add in those mushrooms and let those cook down for a good 10 minutes or so until they are crispy and soft and all the way cooked through. So now you can see that our mushrooms are cooked thoroughly. I am going to be adding what I have left of this cooking white wine. I would typically do about a cup or so, but I only had maybe about half a cup left and it turned out just fine. So that's no big deal. If you want to skip this step, you can totally just use chicken broth, but I really do like the cooking wine. Now I'm gonna add about 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. It just gives it kind of like the bite that you really honestly need. And while I was doing this, I spilled all the way down the front of my oven and it was a nightmare. So you're gonna see me cleaning that up here, right there. My husband is in the back shampooing our rug that has our dining room table on it because it was just absolutely disgusting from the kids. Now I'm gonna add about a cup and a half of heavy whipping cream and I just let this cook down for a little bit. And I'm going to dump in about a quarter of this container of sun-dried tomatoes. I added a little bit too much of the oil, but it turned out perfectly fine and it tasted great. It just wasn't the best option health-wise, but I mean, whatever, who cares? It was delicious. And then I'm gonna be adding about half a container of the thyme leaves, like the fresh thyme leaves. You can totally just use like the regular seasoning that's dried and whatever. I just prefer to use the fresh. And there you see, that's my Instant Pot chicken. I just did about 1 to 2 chicken breasts and it was perfect. Alrighty, so I did let this simmer for a good 15 or 20 minutes. I'm gonna stir it here, that way I can get everything combined thoroughly. Just checking on it, make sure and it's okay. I am gonna add in about a quarter cup of water with some cornstarch just to thicken up the sauce. And then at that point, I will add in the pasta once it gets a little thicker, and I will take out the thyme leaves as well, or sprigs, whatever they are. I think they're sprigs. Whatever. Anyways, so you see me here. I'm gonna pour in the cornstarch mixture and let that thicken up a bit. And I'm gonna take out the thyme. And we're gonna pop the lid back on there for a little bit and let this thicken up and add the pasta. And then I'm just gonna serve ours with green beans and it's gonna be fantastic. The purple one is my oldest daughter's. This one is my youngest daughter's. This is my husband's. I am going to do my workout before I eat, but I will have the same thing as them. So for tonight, we are gonna have salmon with some steamed broccoli and some rice. I ended up using maybe about 5 tablespoons of this Old Bay blackened seasoning. I really love this. It just gives it like a really, really salty, good flavor, and it bakes up perfectly. You're gonna see me here rubbing in the mixture. You really wanna do that to give it that texture and that flavor to get deep within the flesh. I am gonna top this with some, like, I would say maybe like 1/4 of a tablespoon of butter, and then a couple lemon slices on top. And it went in the oven for a good 30 minutes or so. And for me, that was really perfect. We like it not too dry, but not too moist either. Honestly, with the lemon and everything, it really just kind of helps it to stay moist. So a good 30 minutes is perfect for us. And like I said, we're gonna serve it with some steamed broccoli and some rice. So here I am making the rice. I realized that I said a tablespoon of the seasonings, I meant a teaspoon. Here I am making a homemade tartar sauce, really simple. We're gonna put it underneath the fish and it's gonna be delicious. Here is my plate and my husband's plate. Hazel's plate is next, and then Halo's. We are having that for dinner. So tonight for dinner, I am making Navajo tacos. Now, if you've never had these before, I feel so bad for you, but I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Alrighty, so here I did 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of warm water, and then a little bit of baking powder. You just mix it up into a ball and let it sit for about 5 minutes until your oil is ready. So you're gonna pour maybe 2 inches or so into a pan and let that heat up and get nice and hot. And then you're basically just gonna fry them into little tortilla shapes, about a minute on each side. After you get done frying all of your fry bread, you're going to wanna top them with your favorite toppings that you would on a taco. Traditionally, it's pinto beans that have been made in the crock pot with some ground beef, lettuce, tomatoes, black olives, sour cream, I guess you could do jalapenos. Really anything that you would put on a taco, you can put on them. That's just more of the traditional style. So traditionally, your beans will just be pinto beans in the crock pot with some ground beef after they've been cooked. Very simple, very plain, bland, whatever. But then you top it with, your lettuce, tomato, sour cream, all of that, and it really just comes together. I think the bread really makes a huge difference. Give this a try. Let me know how you like it. I'm gonna end the video here, but thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you subscribe, stick around, and I will see you guys in the next one.